Ooh, welcome everyone to the Daily Juice podcast, part of the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And as always, the Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM. Use the promo code JUICE150, $10 wager, regardless of outcome, turns into $150 in free bets. Man, got a lot to get to. Got an interesting slate to break down. I got a WNBA play. I'm back on the TBT. Because there's not much else going on, and a 18-1 NFL future. Gotta pepper in a little bit of these NFL college football futures, because hey, it's the summer football season right around the corner. And speaking of football season, we got big news. We finally have a winner of that awesome autographed Jalen Hurts jersey. Congratulations, Mr. Derek Brooks. That's right. You won the autographed Jalen Hurts jersey, courtesy of our good buddies over at pristineauction.com. Make sure you just drop us an email, info@bettingpros.com, mailing address, proof of subscription to Betting Pros YouTube channel, and we will get you that jersey. Again, Derek Brooks, congratulations. You're going to look awesome in that Jalen Hurts jersey. Maybe you're going to frame it. Whatever you do, congrats, sir. I'm jealous. I'm rocking an Eagles jersey. I wish it was an autographed Jalen Hurts jersey. Maybe one day. I should just head over to pristineauction.com, grab me one for the season. All right. Well, now, not officially a pick, but Pujols Gate, and again, Pujols Gate. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it one more time for the haters. It continues. Now there's visual evidence that the MLB didn't count one of the home runs that poor Schwarber had. So it should have been a tie. I feel bad for people who bet Schwarber to advance. Sportsbooks, it seems like the consensus is they're just going to stick with the MLB's official play that Albert, a.k.a. Big P, a.k.a. Big A, got the win, plus 220. Yeah, sometimes you just see things coming. The handicap was right, and you got the victory. It doesn't always go like that, but that win in particular felt pretty fun. Getting over to the WNBA, New York Liberty, like I said, the plus 8.5 was a great price. Fortunately, yeah, you can't make any money. Oh, maybe you can if you're hedgy, but you don't make any money just getting the great price or the right price. Generally, it's a good long-term strategy to have the best closing number. We got that with the plus 8.5 with the New York Liberty. Didn't matter. They fell apart in the fourth quarter. Man, it went from me regretting not taking the New York Liberty on the money line to me regretting ever backing the New York Liberty. They completely fell apart, turning the ball over left and right. Just sloppy play. Real embarrassment. Come on, right? What are you doing? You got to get the cover. You were right in it the entire game. And of course, the MLB All-Star Game, AL. A little bit, it got down early 2-0. I thought when Ohtani got picked off at first, I mean that was like one of the weirdest plays I've seen in an All-Star game. I was still scratching my head. I go, oh, this is a horrible sign. AL is going to blow this. And luckily they got the win 3-2. And I saw a lot of people are on the under. I regretted maybe not getting on the under, but a lot of winners there. A couple guys in the Discord hit the home run props as well. Shout out to D Nizzy over at bettingpros.com/chat in the Discord. And make sure you hop in the Discord tomorrow because I will be doing a live Q&A talking NFL futures. So again, bettingpros.com/chat. Get in there. You guys can hop on as well. Ask me your questions. Again, it's just a great time to talk about football. That kicks off. And again, actually using the word kickoff because it is football. Noon Pacific, 3 p.m. on the East Coast. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the picks. Going back to WNBA, only game on the slate, Seattle Storm versus the Chicago Sky. Give me the Seattle Storm plus 135 on the money line to get the outright win. Get that over on FanDuel. First off, Courtney Vandersloot for the Sky is out. She had 11 points last game. Last time they played, Seattle Storm did get the victory at home, 74-71. I just think this is a tough matchup for the Sky. In particular, Ezzy Magbegger 6'4" center. Her best game of the year came against these very Chicago Skies. We just have to go all plural or all singular. She put up 21 against this guy previously. And also Brianna Stewart. If you haven't watched her for the Seattle Storm, she is fun and she is very tough to guard. She's really been filling it up recently. 23, 19, and 25 in her last 3 games. She's a fun watch. And I think she, both of them are going to be a tough matchup for the Sky. Again, Sky are a tough team. That's why you're getting the plus odds here, plus 135. But the Storm have really come on as of late. They've won 4 in a row, 3-1 on the road. And again, they beat Chicago previously, so I think they can do it again. I like the matchups for the Storm there, and I like the price. Plus 135 on the money line over at FanDuel. Let's go. Now, I was hesitant to go back to TBT. But again, when you see an angle, when you see a play, sometimes it's just calling at you. We got a good game here between HBC United and Americana for Autism. Give me the Autism team laying 3.5. Also, I like that they're doing these to raise awareness for charity, and it's a good cause. But it is tough as a handicapper because fade the HBC United. You're like rooting against these great causes. I wish I would just kind of call them Team A or B or the Sky, whatever. HBC United, they're a tough team to go against because they do have one of my all-time favorite college basketball players. You might remember this kid. He went viral. Thomas Snacks Lee. I think he played for South Dakota State there. He got some run. I think he went viral in one of the college basketball conference tournaments. He's a big boy, fun guy to root for. So, again, if we lose, at least Thomas Snacks Lee gets to go on. But really... And this, we'll get into this more as we talk the NFL, college basketball especially. I love fading teams after they've won their Super Bowl, right? Like after they won, whether in a rivalry game, a huge upset, whatever it is, I love fading teams coming off those big wins the next week. Now, this isn't a week, but HBC United, number 4 seed, and they just took down the number 1 seed, YGC, at Rucker Park with a game-winning shot to get their first ever TBT win. This is the perfect time to fade this team. Meanwhile, you have the Autism team. Very strong number 2 seed in the tournament. They've been cruising so far. Daryl Monroe, he's one of the top rebounders in the tournament. He's on the Autism team. And again, when you're handicapping something like this, consistently rebounding, that makes a big difference. Like these guys aren't going to shoot lights out every game. So if you're getting the extra possessions, that makes a huge difference. So give me them laying the 3.5 on the small number there. And also, give me your attention when I talk about the Betting Pros pick tracking app. You got to have the pick tracking app. If you haven't already, I don't know what you're doing. Very easy. You download it, and then you sync all your picks through all the different sports books you have set up. Just go to bettingpros.com/pick-tracking to get going today. You're going to want to get that. All right, now for my now we've been doing Future Friday. I think I'll still do that, but historically, the day after the MLB All-Star game, historically was the only time the sportsbook would close because there was nothing to book. But again, this is 2022. We got sportsbooks everywhere. We got BetMGM on our phones, so there's plenty of action to be had. Why not talk a little NFL futures? Got a nice one here, a juicy 18-1. Give me Doug Peterson to win Coach of the Year, 18-1. All right, here's the handicap. Am I in love with this Jaguars team going into the season? Not necessarily. Probably going to be on their under at 6.5. However, the Coach of the Year is all about exceeding expectations. And who is better set up to exceed expectations than the guy coming in after Urban Meyer? The bar was set so low. You see it sometimes in politics. You see it all the time in coaching where, again, you just have to do better than the previous guy, and all of a sudden, you look like a genius. Would you rather take the Jags to make the playoffs at plus 370? If the Jags make the playoffs after last year with Urban Meyer, of course Doug P is getting Coach of the Year. Are you kidding me? Do you want to take the Jags to win the division at 7-1? If the Jags win the division, Doug P is winning Coach of the Year. Now, there's a small percentage chance stuff breaks right for them, but they could get in the playoffs at 8-9. They could get in the playoffs at 9-8. And again, coming off a 3-14 season, if you improve your win total by 5 or 6 wins, you are smacking the running for NFL Coach of the Year. I'm going to walk you through some previous winners just so you kind of see the handicap on it. But last year, Mike Vrabel won it. Now, he went from 11-5 to 12-5, didn't have that 5 to 4 game jump that normally you see with these coaches. However, he did it without Derrick Henry. So there are exceptions when a star player goes down and they're able to overcome that. That certainly factors in. Year before was Kevin Stefanski. He took the 6-win Cleveland Brown team, got them up to 11 wins, got them into the playoffs with Baker Mayfield. For some reason, they ran that guy out of town. I don't completely understand it. Not even a huge Baker guy. But again, 6 wins to 11 wins with getting into the playoffs. Stefanski got the win. Year before, Harbaugh with the Ravens. Now, that team had 10 wins. Tough to beat it unless you go 14-2 the next year, which he did when he won Coach of the Year, and he got Lamar Jackson MVP. So, and a couple more, and you can kind of see the formula. Matt Nagy, 5-win team to a 12-win team with Mitch Trubisky. Of course you're getting Coach of the Year. Sean McVay, 4-win team all the way up to an 11-win team the next year. 7 with Jared Goff, no less. 7-win jump. Now, going back to 2017, Doug P should have won Coach of the Year that year. Now, again, maybe I'm biased as an Eagles fan, but he beat Sean McVay in Los Angeles to help secure the number 1 seed, to help them go on that run. They lost Carson Wentz in that game. They brought in Nick Foles. They got the win on the road that was instrumental in getting them the number 1 seed. If they don't get the number 1 seed, they don't win that Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? Nick Foles? He didn't look great in that first Atlanta game. I think there's a redemption story here for Doug P because, again, when in doubt, they want to create a narrative, the media members, and they want to give it to someone new. It's fun. It's interesting. What better way than the reclamation story of Doug P going down to Jacksonville? They don't have to be great. They could just be an average team, and an average team, even at 8-9, is so much better than the previous Jacksonville team. If he can make Trevor Lawrence look decent, and he was the number 1 pick overall. The bar is set so incredibly low. Whatever Doug P does, he's set up to look really great, and that's why I love him at 18-1 to win Coach of the Year. All right, so to recap the picks, Doug Peterson, little NFL future there, 18-1. Get that over on DraftKings. Americana for Autism, laying 3.5. You can get that or that one's over on FanDuel. Americana for Autism, laying 3.5. And then Seattle Storm, plus 135 on the money line against the Chicago Sky, also over on FanDuel. Thank you, as always, for tuning into the Daily Juice on the Betting Pros Network. Again, I'm Sean Green. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Hit me up at the Discord. I'm always down, learning a lot from a bunch of other sharp people in that chat. Again, this is a group effort. This is a team effort. I'm always open to sharp plays or information, or even if you say, hey, I'm a square or I'm a total mush, go against what I'm picking. I'm all ears for that as well. Follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. And as always, subscribe, rate, review. And as always, don't forget to let it ride.